Hey, I want to talk about college. I want to talk about continuing education. Some of you went to college. A lot of you did. I didn't technically. I went to the school called the University of Hard Knocks. And I was a very good student. I was on the dean list many times. But, a lot of people went, one of these major universities, a lot of great universities out there. But the university that I want to talk about is a one that is called, it's DB University, which stands for Deadbeat University. And in our business of car selling, or selling anything of any dollar amount, you have people that you assume can or cannot buy a vehicle. And some salespeople know that right off the get-go. Now, they don't know shit, okay, but they know that. They know who's going to buy, who's not going to buy, what they want to buy, what they're going to buy, what they can afford to buy. And you know what? They're not paying for it. I tell you right now, and I really enjoyed working deals for years and years. Even when I became general manager, I would like to go in and work deals. And if you were a sales manager working for me, I was a pain in the ass because a customer would come in and they would be, and I'd be listening to them talk to the sales manager, and I get this great idea. Hey, this is what we're going to do. Okay? This is how we're going to handle this one, And you got to be hands-on, but I don't want to get going on that tangent right now. But don't make the decision that says they can't get financed, because you don't know if they can get financed. Let's say they are deadbeats. Let's say that they came in a 10-year-old Whippet, and it's got 250,000 miles on it, and it's just junk. It's the old Indian appraisal. What's your car worth? $50. I guess that's Native American appraisal. Well, anyway, and I don't mean anything by that. I think the American Indian has a lot to be unhappy about. But anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go from that to, okay, they're driving in a Cadillac, or a BMW, or an Infiniti, or a Lexus, or whatever, right? Maybe they can't afford that. Maybe they're driving in with that and they want to trade down because they got to lower their payment. You ever had one of those? I bet you have. If you've sold cars for any length of time. It's called the eyes are bigger than the wallet, and but don't make the mistake of saying that they cannot buy a car, they can't get finance. They're going to tell somebody that they bought a car. They're going to tell their family. They're going to tell the people they come in contact with, their coworkers, and they're going to tell their friends. So they tell them they bought a car or a truck. Are they going to say, when they don't get it, are they going to say, well, the problem is I'm a deadbeat. Well, else I'm no good. I'm scum. It's not the dealership's fault. It's my fault. I never paid any bills, so, what the hell? I was a waste of time on my part. Probably not. Probably not. They're going to find somebody else to blame, and you know what? It's probably going to be you in the dealership. But let's say that's the last thing they want to happen, because they came in, they bought a car, and they're just thinking how nice it would be to drive that brand new vehicle. So they tell people, well, you know what? That puts a little extra impetus on them to go out there and find somebody who will co-sign for them, or somebody who will loan them some money, because maybe the bank will qualify it, or the finance company will qualify it. You get a qualification, you're no long ways from being dead, right? And even if you are, you treat those people with respect, because situations change. And maybe they had some bad luck, and maybe they did go from good to bad, but they can also go from bad to good. And they have other members in their family and other members that people that they work with, and they have relatives, friends, relatives, and co-workers. And they said, well, you know what, I really liked Sally down at XYZ Motors. She really was nice to me. Well, you know, if you're not nice, it ain't gonna do anything good. I mean, if you don't take them the time, you can even be nice and they're gonna blame you. But don't cross that bridge. Don't worry about that bridge. You don't want to burn every bridge. You don't want to burn any bridges. Right? You want to make sure that you've done everything with that person that's going to make them happy with you and want to come back with you. And, you know, this terminology, some of the stuff that they come up with, it's just wrong. When we came out with a credit app software that said that you could run a credit app in seconds and tell people exactly, you could tell what those people exactly were as far as their credit rating was. And an F&I manager that said that, oh my God, this is great, we won't waste our time with deadbeats. And I said, we will not ever do that. We will not shortchange the process. I cannot tell you how many I wouldn't say a high percentage, but more than you would think, people that were deadbeats ended up driving their new car out or used car out because they had somebody had money, they had somebody who helped them out. And you don't know. You don't know who that's going to be. And you want to make sure that as you talk to people, they become part of the building block that you call your networking. Another piece of the puzzle. How many people, one person knows X number of people. X number of people multiplies. And you start to put the numbers and it becomes an overwhelming amount of numbers. If you've been selling for a couple of years and you're still taking referrals from the floor, hey, you're not doing your job right. Okay, or you may not be doing your job at all. Which brings us to another adage that says, what the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here? Well, I guess the thing is that I could say that to salespeople too. I mean, I had a salesman one time said, I'm not going to waste my time with him. I says, good. Hey, Joe, get over here, take Gene's up because prospect, opportunity, not up. Because it's useless to have her talk to him. If that's the way you feel, get the hell out. You know? It is your job to sell cars and make money for yourself and your family. In a lot of ways, you're self-employed. You can write your own paycheck. But if you're going to go out and you're going to sit around and you're going to smoke cigarettes or cigars, or you're going to look at the racing form, or you're going to read a magazine, or you're going to go shoot the crap with a technician, or you're going to go out and bother somebody else that's supposed to be gainfully employed. Oh, hey, the cell phone. Now, there we go. That's a great tool. That's a great tool to not make money. The cell phone, you want to text people, you want to stay in contact with them that way. Oh, yeah, we bring up their picture and their profile. It's good, okay? But when you're playing games on it, right, or you're trying to check out what the best price is online for a Whippet, then you are not doing your job. And the cell phone, I used to say, it's like the Old West. Okay, you should check your cell phone in at the sheriff's office when you come into town. And people look at me, I don't know my phone to anybody. Well, you know what? We didn't carry around payphones when I started. We didn't have this big old black payphone that you put a quarter in or a dime. Hey, it was a dime when I first, maybe even a nickel. We didn't have that. And you know what? We were able to stay focused more. Okay, we didn't have so many interruptions. We didn't have things that was disrupting our thought process. So, we need to make sure that we come across as professional, and we need to make sure that we are giving the time to our customers, and we are busy all the time doing that. There's all kinds of leads. Are you mining the service department? Are you looking at, are you talking with service writers or who's coming in? Maybe somebody with a non-vehicle that you sell, you know, as we might say, a foreign brand, whether you're selling foreign cars or import cars or you're selling American cars, but not your merchandise, okay? So is that what you're, well, no. You want to talk to those people. You want to talk to people that's got the same brand that you're selling that's got somebody else's nameplate on it.